عبادي الذين آمنوا يقيموا الصلاة وينفقوا مما رزقناهم سرا وعلانية من قبل أن يأتي يوم لا بيع فيه ولا خلال. الله الذي خلق السماوات والأرض وأنزل من السماء ماء فأخرج به من الثمرات رزقا لكم وسخر لكم الفلك لتجري في البحر بأمره وسخر لكم الأنهار وسخر لكم الشمس والقمر دائبين وسخر لكم الليل والنهار وآتاكم من كل ما سألتموه وإن تعدوا نعمة الله لا تحصوها إن الإنسان لظلوم كفار. وإذ قال إبراهيم رب اجعل هذا البلد آمنا واجنبني وبني أن نعبد الأصنام رب إنهن أضللن كثيرا من الناس فمن تبعني فإنه مني ومن عصاني فإنك غفور رحيم. ربنا إني أسكنت من ذريتي بواد غير ذي زرع عند بيتك المحرم ربنا ليقيموا الصلاة فاجعل أفئدة من الناس تهوي إليهم وارزقهم من الثمرات لعلهم يشكرون. ربنا إنك تعلم ما نخفي وما نعلن وما يخفى على الله من شيء في الأرض ولا في السماء. الحمد لله الذي وهب لي على الكبر إسماعيل وإسحاق إن ربي لسميع الدعاء. رب اجعلني مقيم الصلاة ومن ذريتي ربنا وتقبل دعاء. ربنا اغفر لي ولوالدي وللمؤمنين يوم يقوم الحساب. ولا تحسبن الله غافلا عما يعمل الظالمون إنما يؤخرهم ليوم تشخص فيه الأبصار. صدق الله العظيم.
I seek refuge in Allah from Satan the outcast. In the name of Allah, most gracious, most merciful. And the parable of a corrupt word is that of a corrupt tree, torn up from its root unto the face of the earth, wholly unable to endure. Thus Allah grants firmness unto those who have attained to faith, through the word that is unshakably true in the life of this world as well as in the life to come. But the wrongdoers He lets go astray, for Allah does whatever He wills. Art thou not aware of those who have preferred a denial of the truth to Allah's blessings, and invited their people to alight in that abode of utter disillusion, hell which they themselves will have to endure? And how vile a state to settle in! For they claim that there are powers that could rival Allah, and so they strayed from His path. Say, enjoy yourselves in this world, but verily the fire will be your journey's end. And tell those of my servants who have attained to faith that they should be constant in prayer and spend in our way secretly and openly, out of what we provide for them as sustenance, ere there come a day when there will be no bargaining and no mutual befriending. And remember that it is Allah who has created the heavens and the earth, and who sends down water from the sky, and thereby brings forth all manner of fruits for your sustenance, and who has made ships subservient to you, so that they may sail through the sea at His behest, and has made the rivers subservient to His laws, so that they be of use to you, and has made the sun and the moon, both of them constant upon their courses, subservient to His laws, so that they be of use to you, and has made the night and the day subservient to His laws, so that they be of use to you. And always does He give you something out of what you may be asking of Him. And should you try to count Allah's blessings, you could never compute them. And yet, behold, man is indeed most persistent in wrongdoing, stubbornly ingrate. And remember the time when Abraham spoke thus, O my sustainer, make this land secure, and preserve me and my children from ever worshipping idols. For verily, O my sustainer, these false objects of worship have led many people astray. Hence only he who follows me in this my faith is truly of me. And as for him who disobeys me, thou art verily much forgiving, a dispenser of grace. O our sustainer, behold, I have settled some of my offspring in a valley in which there is no arable land, close to thy sanctified temple, so that our sustainer they might devote themselves to prayer. Cause thou therefore people's hearts to incline towards them, and grant them fruitful sustenance, so that they might have cause to be grateful. O our sustainer, thou truly knowest all that we may hide in our hearts, as well as all that we bring into the open. For nothing whatever, be it on earth or in heaven, remains hidden from Allah. All praise is due to Allah, who has bestowed upon me in my old age Ishmael and Isaac. Behold, my sustainer hears indeed all prayer. Hence, O my sustainer, cause me and some of my offspring to remain constant in prayer. And, O our sustainer, accept this my prayer. Grant thy forgiveness unto me and my parents and all the believers on the day on which the last reckoning will come to pass. And do not think that Allah is unaware of what the evildoers are doing. He but grants them respite until the day when their eyes will stare in horror.
Thank you very much for staying tuned. We are still on to Sahur Live on NTA, and there's so beautiful a Quran recitation we had there. May Almighty Allah bless the reciters. So we took it from Surah Ibrahim and from verse 25 to 42. Over to the sheikhs now. Let's hear some commentary on some of the aspects recited. Sheikh Tajuddin, please.
Yes, we give thanks to Almighty Allah.
Alhamdulillah.
We thank Him for His uncountable favors on us.
Alhamdulillah.
Of course, among is that of the Holy Quran, which has just been recited. May Allah Ta'ala reward the reciter.
Alhamdulillah.
And reward all of us too who have listened.
Ameen. Ameen.
Among the verses that were read, where Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala says, "A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim. Rabbana inni askantu min dhurriyyati biwadin ghayri dhar'in inda baytika al-muharram. Rabbana liyuqima as-salah faj'al af'idatan minan nasi tahwi ilayhim
وارزقهم من الثمرات لعلهم يشكرون.
This verse is related to the family of Ibrahim alayhi salatu wasalam. You know, he has two wives, Sarah and Hajara. And you know, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala did not provide him with a child until at the age of oldness. Now, when the second wife became blessed with the pregnancy, of course the second, not the first, Hajara, that has to create separation in that family. And Abraham has to take Hajara to the holy house of Kaaba. When he took her there, he told her this is where she's going to stay. And she asked him, is it Allah who said, bring me here? And he responded, yes, it is Allah. Being a sincere, obedient wife. Absolute obedience. You grew in the valley and mountainous, rocky area of Makkah till dates, except the Imran. But by obeying you, O Allah, I want the following. Rabbana.
يقيم الصلاة فاجعل أفئدة من الناس.
Before that, they should pray. Allah, make my progeny to be among those who are praying.
Prayerful generation.
Yes. And secondly, let the mind of some individuals attract this valley. Let people be willing to come to this valley.
Allahu Akbar.
And Allah accepted all the prayers of Ibrahim alayhi salam.
وارزقهم من الثمرات.
And the third one is that enrich them with fruits. Look, in a mountainous place, uncultivated place, where you cannot actually grow any plant, he asks of that, and Allah granted it.
Allah.
That's why till date, if you go to Makkah, with this rocky nature, you find plantain, you find banana, you find mango, you find fruits that are even richer than the ones that are in areas where it's rainy and you cannot plant. So Allah accepted the prayers of Ibrahim. But the point I want to raise here at the family level is that women should be strictly obedient to their husbands. It is because of this obedience of Hajara that all her activities within that area has become an activity that is what is called Makkah and Hajj today. Millions of people have run through Safa and Marwa. Not millions, millions. Because of her obedience, Allah has made her activities there to be institutionalized as an act of ibadah. The water also became a water that is spiritual water, curing. That area she has said today, everybody wants to be there based on the prayers of Ibrahim alayhi salatu wasalam. Even a drunkard Muslim would like to be in Makkah. So you can see the result of her obedience to her husband. So whenever you see yourself to be foolish, when you are strictly obeying your husband, don't underrate him. Islam has given him that position of being your husband and your leader. So don't, because of your degree, or 2 degrees or 3 degrees, be wrangling every time with your husband. Or the small nairas you have in your account that makes you to feel actually you can argue. You end up in argument. May Allah assist us.
Ameen. Allah. That's very touching, Imam, you know. May Allah make it easy for us. Yeah, Imam Fuad, let's hear from you too.
Yes, because of time. I will also make a lot of emphasis on what the verse that Imam raised. He has raised one of the importance of that verse, and that is obedience. Of wife
to their husband.
And it also goes another obedience to Almighty Allah himself. From the father, Sayyidina Ibrahim, that when you do things purposely because of Almighty Allah, you close your eyes without minding the perceived or assumed challenges you are going to face because you are following the injunction of Almighty Allah. Be rest assured, even if you think that this is not good enough, Allah will turn it to something better for you in life and also in the hereafter. Do not use your sense to judge the injunction of Almighty Allah before you. Allah said, do this. Just do it with sincerity and with the belief, and we hope that God, I am doing this for you. You know this thing, I'm not pleased with it, but because this is your command, I do it. And when you do it, rest assured that you have it looks as if you are foolish, like Imam said, especially from that of a woman. A woman that is not described as being foolish in her husband's house will find it difficult for her children to be successful. But when a woman is being described, so you are the one that your husband is doing this for, you are the one that is, we cannot, the moment everybody thinks that you are a fool,